Hi, I'm Lisa Oakley. I am an Associate Professor in the School of Psychology at the University of Chester. And in this session, we're going to be looking at how do we create healthy, safer cultures. In these cultures, everybody should grow, everybody should thrive, and everybody should flourish. We're going to be thinking about what's in the soil that we plant ourselves in, what's really good about that, and what might be some areas that we might want to improve. We're going to be thinking about your attitudes, your behaviours and your beliefs. Some of these things we don't talk about a lot, but they're all there. What are our attitudes towards certain things? What are our beliefs about certain things? And how does that result in behaviour? Where is that behaviour really good and helpful, and where is it perhaps not so helpful? In our cultures, we will have policies and procedures and training, and those are all really important. But actually they're only going to be effective if our underlying beliefs, attitudes and behaviours are healthy and safe. Otherwise they won't be as effective. So in this session we're going to be having some thinking about what does a healthy behaviour look like then? What does an unhealthy behaviour look like? And something that can really help us to do that is this spectrum of behaviour. It's been referred to as a fruit polo, and that will help you to remember this whole idea. So at one end, we have the green fruit polo, healthy behaviour, and there's lots of that in our communities. We're often not very good actually at celebrating what we do well, and it's something that we're going to be doing later in your discussion time. So that might be works that you do that helps people who might otherwise be quite isolated be connected to a community. You might have some great children and young people's work where your children and young people are valued, respected and nurtured, and they thrive and they flourish in your communities. And so we want to get better at capturing what we do well and make sure that we keep doing it. If we go up the spectrum, we get to unhelpful behaviour, and we're all guilty of this at times. We might respond negatively to somebody who's just asking us a question and we see it as a criticism and we're a bit defensive. Or we might not communicate well, and that might create division or unhappiness or just discomfort in somebody. And we might be able to recognise that. We often can after an event and think, oh, I could have done that better. I can go and apologise, I can say sorry, I can put it right, and I can move back down the spectrum into that green, healthy fruit polo. If we go further up, we might get into what we call unhealthy behaviour. This is where we're starting to see patterns of behaviour. So we've escalated from those unhelpful one-off incidents to patterns of behaviour, perhaps, for example, controlling behaviour. And we might check ourselves before we speak to somebody. We might be concerned about approaching an individual. We might be worried because we've seen a pattern of behaviour from somebody, and we might therefore be in that unhealthy fruit polo. Again, behaviour can be addressed there. There might be multiple ways that behaviour should be addressed there, but it can be addressed. If you cross the threshold into the red fruit polo, you are crossing into a statutory category of abuse or harm that would be recognised, and it's right and proper that it should be referred appropriately through your mechanisms and responded to and addressed. And so there's a whole spectrum of behaviours there. When we focus on creating healthy, safer cultures, we're creating cultures in which people thrive, but we're also creating cultures in which we might identify behaviour earlier and be able to address it before it escalates and causes harm. And importantly, a healthy, safe culture is also one that recognises when harm has occurred and responds to it quickly and effectively.